email. Go ahead.
The same way that Donald Trump made a whole bunch of promises and wasn't able to deliver. Again, it's bigger than just whatever he says, and he's just talking. It's an ideology that they believe in. It has a lot to do with the fact that they're playing against the heartstrings against these people because of the fact that they have a distrust against the Democrats. If the Democrats were to come up and they get it right, a lot of those people that he flipped, to Amari's point, where they're not all MAGA supporters, they would get them all the way back. But what keeps them coming and what keeps them under the gaze that, hey, I'm going to be able to do all these different things is the fact that they have such a distrust for the Democratic Party that anything that Trump dangles out there, they're just going to be able to buy.
Hey, you need to go ahead and land now.
That's what it is.
You don't talk.
I know it hurts.
Okay, but we've been quiet. We've been quiet. And now I'm going to talk. Lisa,
I know you're going to talk. Yes, ma'am.
So here's the thing, Lisa. The reason why this shit is so stale with this nigga here.
With this nigga here?
This nigga. Bro, shut up before I throw you in the goo.
Yeah, that's all you
say something else. Come off again. Come on off. I throw your black ass in the goo.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway,
something. You want me to
say? Here's why this is so tired. Democrats, including you, Lisa, and Haitian. What he's saying, we've already said. The Democrats had a messaging problem. Why the fuck you keep saying the same goddamn thing and not answering the question? Everybody has said the Democrats have a messaging problem. The Democrats are saying it. Kamala Harris said it. Everybody has said it. But you don't want to answer any questions. You can't even admit the president had 34 convictions and he's a sexual predator. You won't even answer that. You can't say it's true. Why would anybody believe? Shut your ass up. I'm still talking. You hear me talking?
There you go.
Okay. Now that's the last time I throw your ass in the goo and I'll mind myself. God damn it. We tired of hearing you saying the same fucking thing. Can you, Brandy? Bitch, you better leave me alone, bitch. You need to go learn what the difference is between your and your. Go read a book, bitch. Mike, we already know that. You didn't even answer the question that was on the table, which is why would Republicans not leave? What are they doing to make them stay? I don't think they have to do anything. That ain't no goddamn answer. I land.
So I do think one of the big draws was inflation, right, and lowering the cost of food. Neither of which are really going down. Inflation is still going up, and so is the cost of fucking everything, right? So I honestly think if Republicans were able to find solutions to either of those things, which they really can't, maybe they could retain the people. But I also think that it's a lost opportunity for Democrats. Just run on that exact same talking point and hammer Republicans on it. But anyways, I'm done.
That's a good point, Mike. Sorry, mother.
What'd you say, Amari? I'm sorry, I didn't hear
that. No, that's a good point. I don't want to call you Mike.
Mike P. Calm it down. Calm it down.
It's
calm.
No, it's so
Amari, calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down.
You know what? Fuck you, Amari. Is that better?
We know him way too better.
Calm it down.
Yes.
I know my brother.
Calm it down.
That's really revealing. What's really revealing what you said is that Republicans, and it just makes you guys look foolish. I don't know if you were trying to do that or just maybe it's the truth. So they have to do nothing. It has to be something driving this force, because what the Democrats are trying to do and achieve, giving health care, giving you food in the form of SNAP benefits. We shouldn't have to argue about food in a fat-ass country with people using drugs to get skinny. We shouldn't have to argue about that fucking bullshit. But Republicans are cutting food. Is that the way to give us the diet without the Ozempic? They're cutting education. The FAFSA was a fucking mess this year. right? They reduce the Pell Grants to the kids who want to go to school, but you always harping about, oh, you get an education. You better learn how to reprogram robots. You better go to do this. You better go to do that. We got too many foreign doctors coming in the country. You better go to try to go do this. You're standing on the street corners. You're wasting the time. You're not doing nothing. You just got your pants hanging, but you won't help the people that want to truly go to school and fill these jobs.
But Lisa,
You're worried about these people who are coming here to work in these positions that need to be. You cannot no longer walk around here and not be qualified enough to fix the computers, to fix the robots, to be able to do the AI work. You cannot just walk in off the fucking street of playing computer games in your fucking basement and think you're gonna do these jobs, but yet they're cutting Pell Grants and making these kids take out more loans. Everything you guys touch turned to shit. Okay? Nobody is in here talking about, okay, so let's get the schools together. Let's make it easier for kids to go to college. Let's give them health care so they won't walk around sick. Let's give these people down in the Appalachians dental care so they can stop talking with a lisp because they have no teeth. Let's get Wi-Fi to everybody so they'll be able to surf the internet and do their homework. Let's get clean water to the areas that don't have clean water. None of this is being discussed. It's just cut, chop, blame. At least the Democrats were trying to help the people. Where is our tax money going now? What am I putting out this kind of money every fucking year? For what? For whom?
On breaking news, Lisa.
for Trump, actually,
Trump
breaking news.
Trump answered your question. He just boosted funding for HBCUs. After cutting grants for white colleges.
Okay,
They literally just cut
It wasn't white colleges though.
What are you even saying?
And it wasn't white
Harvard.
colleges. And that's
They just cut it hundreds of millions.
Let's go bring this Smith up. Okay.
Linda
Go
McMahon
ahead,
just
keep
did
talking.
this.
September 15th. Read the article, brother. Read it.
Okay, does anybody know the true story? Does anybody in here, did you guys take the time?
The money that he took, if they told him
What about the
was for minority schools that weren't following whatever bullshit. And they had taken money for HBCUs before, so basically he was giving the money fucking back.
right?
A fucking two-part Monty fucking
Right,
crazy,
a car
man.
trick.
Amari,
That's
not the full story. That's not the full story.
And Omari, you mentioned that he did no tax on tips. What people don't know is that expires December 2028. So like a month or maybe 3 weeks before he leaves office, that no tax on tips and OT expires. It's not as if it's
So you know they're gonna renew it. You know they're gonna.
We don't know
that. No,
The Democrats will be a fool if they don't.
We need to break down the what Omari was talking about with this. You know, this will go toward, quote, directed away from, quote, ineffective and discriminatory programs toward those which support student success. They will be dictating exactly what kind of education this will go to. $60 million will go toward funding for charter schools. $137 million will go toward American history and civic grants. They're not even reinstituting. I mean, again, it is important to show that this funding was cut and now being reinstated, but also it will not be directed in the same way that it was before. It is disingenuous to suggest that this is just a great thing. People need to go into the details, or else we confuse and ultimately lie to people.
And Tark, you know what's interesting? Why didn't anyone say anything about Mackenzie Scott and the $70 million she donated to HBCUs? Y'all didn't want to say that so far.
She's because she is not an orange man. That is why.
Thank you, Tark.
He does not care about those things.
Nope. So that's $70 million coming from a civilian that didn't steal the money and is now returning.
And Omari like headlines. He don't read. Shit. She just like this.
I mean, I was just going by the conversation. I was like, I know y'all didn't talk about it on the 15th, but I just thought I had that article in my back pocket for y'all. But are you want to listen to the rest of the clip, Lisa?
No, I want to go. We want to stop the lies. I want to make sure I get something because you guys need to really do. Now, why would Trump do anything for HBCU? You should ask yourself that because he loves blacks.
You love us
He
blacks.
wants blacks educated. So let me just find this.
The good blacks.
Man, I know that article did not stop the room. Come on, Lisa.
And Lisa, the money is going to ICE. ICE has more funding than all the other civilian law enforcement federal agencies combined. So if we combine the funding for the FBI, the DEA, ATF, U.S. Marshals, and all the other federal federal law enforcement, so you combine all of their funding, it's still not up to what ICE got in this.
ICE budget is bigger than France's military.
And you know what ICE got? You know what ICE got this year also? Graphite.
What's that, bro? Huh?
Look up graphite. Why the fuck would ICE need that?
I just posted a link earlier. ICE was holding a 5-year-old girl to get the parents to come outside so they could detain them.
What?
Yeah. I posted the link in the chat.
And why after a white boy murders Charlie Kirk, HBCUs have to go on lockdown?
Try to kill two birds with one stone. I keep saying it.
So Haitian, that's Israeli spyware?
Yep.
For ICE?
Yeah.
What do you need spyware for?
Hey, y'all think I'm crazy and shit. Try to drop little gems here and there, but they've had it for almost a year now, bro.
I heard about it.
This is crazy.
And it's not, but out of all the agencies, why would it be ICE?
ICE, exactly. Why do they need it? Wow.
Everybody can
Inner city, and ICE doesn't stand for, ICE really stands for inner city enforcement.
Everybody read what Mike P put in the chat just now.
Oh, Lord.
I literally said that to him yesterday. He literally took my exact words
I did
and
not.
put it back in the chat against us.
Why are you censoring
Boy, what is wrong with you?
I did not.
You are a cold brain. I literally said that in the chat yesterday.
Wait.
I absolutely, and I'm gonna go find it, and I'm gonna put it in my PTR.
There you go.
You can't even think on your own, nigga. You can't even think on your own.
Deborah,
I'm going to get it because
Stop the lying,
I
Deborah.
said that exact same thing
Stop the
yesterday.
lying,
And now
Deborah.
you gonna put it in the chat like it was original from you.
Stop.
Nigga, you ain't worth a damn.
No,
And
you're just
shit.
lying. You're
Mike, can someone lead us in prayer?
You ain't shit, nigga. You can't even come up with your own. You can't come up with your own sentence.
You're just censoring.
You are a dumb. Okay, let me go get it.
This is hilarious.
Well,
Mike,
It's gonna be hilarious when I show everybody. Cause see, that's what I'm doing to you tonight. I'm exposing all of your shit tonight. And whenever you get ready to say whether or not Trump is an offender, I don't give a fuck what you say until you can say that he is a sex offender. I don't give a fuck what you say.
It's a rhetorical statement. It's a rhetorical question. We all know the facts. It is what it is.
Lisa and Deborah, but one thing the Republicans are good at?
Not answering a question.
No, besides that.
What else are we good at?
Them motherfuckers love crashing grinding.
I don't know. Grinder shit again. Go ahead.
I don't know what's up with that shit. Y'all love crashing that shit. What's up with that?
Wait, crashing what?
How do you guys know the grinder?
Wait, what did you say?
You mean to tell me there's no undercover LGBTQs on the Democratic side?
No, Curtis, you can step on my line. You can't step on my intelligence.
Convention. It happened at the Republican National Convention.
What does that matter? Why does that matter?
It matters because they're the ones that are so anti-LGBT, especially trans, and they're the ones that are crashing the site. Don't you find that funny?
We have a lot
Why
of
would you
different
be doing
They're
that?
the ones that are the most anti-LGBT.
Mother's gay. Like mother.
Why would that not be interesting to talk about?
But do it at a funeral, though. That's the best part.
Do it at a funeral. Okay.
Whoa.
What's going on?
Wait a minute. Point of information. Mother is gay.
Yeah.
For real?
So that's what.
The wife.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
I have been a faggot for a long time. Y'all need to keep up.
Oh yeah, y'all didn't know.
Wake it
I'm
up.
tripping. Maury, come on, bro.
Omari, really?
Why
But
not
to be
always-
fair, Omar, I'm like a minority within that.
Yes.
Like it's like what 90%.
But we got Brandon Strock. We got Brandon Strock. We have
Yeah, most gays have more sense than mother.
I'm like the black
Yeah, you're the
conservatives.
skinny
That's pretty much
jeans of the community.
like we're the minority within the minority.
Right.
Only a small minority.
But you know what? You know what, brother? You know what? But they think that every Republican, every MAGA is just this, like that Drewski skit where he's like, hey, you know, that's what they think about us, and it's sad.
You are, though. You are.
They're not.
They're not.
You're such a bubble.
But you are. You are. That was what you are.
Be like Gemini. Go hang out with some. Like when I was traveling, you know these people.
I
Like
was more
these people.
Republican than your dumbass. Trust me on that one.
They let these people. They had a guest room. Guess what? They let me stay in the guest room with their family in the house. These are the whitest of white people. I mean, I think they have raisins in their potato salad.
Be fair, Maury. Were them dudes the cucks?
Wow.
They used for the night? Is that what happened?
No, come on, no, man, no.
Racial epithets.
Nah, I mean, they
I love that movie. I love Be Cool when he said that. Racial
epithets. I would say these. I mean, trust me, there are. You have the Nick Fuentes, and you have these fucking people like Freddie who used to come on his app, who was a piece of shit. We don't fuck with them. We don't even acknowledge them. We show them no credence. The whole goal was to try to take the Republican back from these white.
Wait, so which we are we talking about?
We as the black people were trying to kind
of gay and black Republicans. Ooh,
the black, like the minority.
White guy say that is crazy.
I know, especially West Coast.
Really?
But that's your Democrats and that's your black Democrats that allow that.
What a weirdo.
I would take him.
Who is the we, Amari? Who is the we?
Hold on, Mike. You are not part of the team, Mike. You are the fucking Judas.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Crack ass motherfucker.
Of course you would.
So I'm going to break something to you. So there was the whole goal that I had a team try to do is we were trying to infiltrate the Republican Party and take it back from these white supremacists.
Like take it back?
Like that. Right? So we was trying. So when they were doing the First Step Act was with Tim Scott. There was her name was Dr. Tamara, right? They were doing that in 2017. They were starting that. They were working with Van Jones. They were working with other people. The goal was to try, and they're also building tiny homes and shit around Arizona for veterans and too like that. Was part of that. I will tell you this: we tried hard to really get black people to join the Republican Party. We tried to get people to run for office. We had people like Aja Smith. I can show you a picture with her that I took with her. We was trying to get a lot of these black people. You look at my picture roll, there's another person. She's in my picture. That's not my wife. That's someone that was running for office. We was trying to get events for them. We tried. We tried to bring them back to normal.
Yeah, but you knew where you fucked up?
We fucked up thinking that we would we could take over that party.
When you said Tim Scott, that's where you fucked up.
But Omari too, you said take it back. You said take it back from the white racists. Like, what do you mean take it back? Like, so you just want them to go back into silence, but you're cool with them remaining
we're talking about before the Southern strategy,
voter base.
Before the Lily Whites.
Oh, come on! You going that far back? Really?
Yes.
1776.
We're trying to take it back before. We're trying. The goal was to try to before that Southern strategy. Before that Southern strategy, where they pushed, where those Republicans were doing the dog whistles to try to get the Dixiecrats to vote Republican. We're trying to do the opposite of that. That's all. That was the whole goal.
Don't hold your breath.
I'm not. I realize that it's a lot more embedded into it. It is.
Come on, brother. Leave the dark side, brother. Come on, leave the dark side. Come to the light. Come to the light.
There's no light. There's no light on your side either. I don't know what we're gonna do as Black people, but we got to figure something out.
So I was trying to, we got to figure something out because we seem to be confused. We seem to be confused, and we seem to not. First of all, we seem to be going against our own.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. That's what I'm saying. I don't see you guys going over to a party that's really uplifting our community. And you said we were on a plantation, which is wild. I don't know what you call what Stephen Miller said the other day, because it sounded like he was going to put your black asses right back on that Monticello.
But Lisa, but that's okay.
You got the nerve to talk about how we are on a fucking plantation because all we doing is trying to look out for people who have less. That's all we doing. But not you guys. You personally think that your bank account even ranks and classifies. And even people with money who look like you have been shown the door, have been put in their place, forgot they was Black, and then they come running back to the community. We can name it over and over and over again. There is you're the one who is promoting the Republicans because they're basically ain't checking for you. I ain't seen not one thing that they were checking for you for. So they had Timmy up there tap dancing for the whole
oh my God.
Tappy. He was y'all saw
I hate to break it to you, the Democrats ain't checking for you neither.
Y'all had this man put on a suit and tie and marry a woman when he know he wasn't even interested in that. He thought he was going Negro. He's been single since he damn near ready for AARP and decided all of a sudden he was going to get married, but he didn't get married to one of y'all, did he? Nah. So then he didn't get a job. Then that Donaldson fool talking about you were better off during Jim Crow. You guys, the embarrassment of it all, that you guys are over there trying to cape for a party who is not even looking at you, not even trying to recruit you to do shit. Where are you in the Republican Party? Where are you?
So Lisa,
I hate to break it to you,
out of 77 million, you got Ben Carson, Donaldson, Timmy from Cotton to Congress. A pedophile, a guy who had CTE when he was playing football. Look at your roster.
Lisa.
I wouldn't take you guys to the fucking G League with this fucking roster. You guys are all fucking losers. Not one of them that he put in front of us is anybody that we can emulate. No Wes Moores, no Barack Obamas, not the young kid from Florida. Nobody brilliant. It's all
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Is all these secondhand losers.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek Ramaswamy is not a Black man, sir.
Oh, he is a person of color.
And Vivek Ramaswamy is height challenged. Okay,
the Democrats ain't checking for you neither, Lisa. Just so you know that. Democrats ain't checking for you.
Not Black. The Democrats have always been checking for Black women.
No, they ain't checking for you. What you mean? Oh wait. What you mean? Oh wait. You want to go back?
Stop screaming. Stop screaming. Stop screaming. Stop screaming. Stop screaming.
Exactly. As a reminder.
Okay, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
So, Lisa, I agree with a lot of the things that you just said. But here's the problem. And y'all get mad every single time. First of all, your first point when you talk about Black women, there's the issue. You have to have something for Black men. Then the second thing is that,
we don't have anything for Black men because you don't show up.
No, but you can't. No Black men did show up, actually.
Oh,
they voted in the 80%. The 80% for Kamala Harris.
Okay,
but
great.
You wagged your finger at them the whole time.
I wagged shit.
No, the Democrats did. The
Democrats wagging their fingers.
Let me tell you why. You call Black men misogynistic. You call black men hateful. Barack Obama, they were all doing the same. Came out and they
who said black men were misogynistic and hateful?
There were several. There were many different articles and many different black women in major publications. I can post those in the chat where they were calling black men misogynistic because we had questions about Kamala Harris in terms of whether or not she would be a viable candidate, so on and so forth. Absolutely. Okay. All right. And it had nothing to do with it, right? And so what you're doing is that when you sort of alienate a particular group. And there's a bigger conversation because, it's not just about the presidential candidates, whether it be Donald Trump, whether it be Kamala Harris. That party, there is a lot of distrust that people feel about that party that just goes unaddressed.
Okay,
that's
but
what
Mike,
we got to talk about.
But Mike, earlier in the conversation, you kind of contradicted yourself because you said it just full-throatedly that the new converts to the Republican Party don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
I stand by that comment.
I stand by that comment. Yeah, so isn't that really the definition of slavery? Like you're working without any compensation. You're voting, you're supporting them, you're really singing their praises, and you're not getting anything in return. So how is that any better?
No, but and I can understand it. But the thing is that when you have the Democratic Party,
you can understand what
I can understand where he's coming from. But when you have the Democratic Party that, you're supposed to be the bastion for progressiveness and for excellence. You're supposed to be, doing all of these things for, people of color and so on and so forth. And you still have the same issues that black people have been dealing with for decades and decades and decades and decades. And essentially we came, I beg your pardon?
What are those issues? Can you name them?
I mean, you have, black people that are being killed and shot in broad daylight. You have police brutality. You have black people that are still, you have support. You have your racism all in terms of looking for jobs.
You're admitting that there's racism now. We're getting somewhere.
I never denied. When did you hear me say that there wasn't racism?
Admitting that there's racism.
Wait, when did you hear me say that there wasn't racism?
No, because you let Manfinity. You want to jump in? Is he still
man? You're talking about Manfinity, okay? Because I never said.
There you go, Manfinity. He said that MAGAs say that there's racism in this country. Manfinity, are you awake? Hello?
I'm wide awake.
Y'all MAGAs
Did you just say that?
You just don't really know my pimping for real.
Lisa, did you just say the Democrats have always been for black people?
No. We not just said.
You don't want to go back to what you just said.
No.
You don't want to go back to what you just said.
I woke you up.
You see how he tried to flip the script?
You don't want to go back to what you just said, though.
From reading the MAGA Bible because he just said.
So you don't want to go back to what you just said, right?
You see this? I'm not going to argue.
You want to ignore what you just said. You want to ignore what you just said.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. No, my question, I was asking you a question. Don't ask me a question.
Do you want to ignore what you just said?
You took you off of reading the MAGA Bible, the Trump Bible, because your other MAGA person came off script. He said that there's that this country has racism. Do you not? That's not what Manfinity says. That's not what Manfinity says.
So Manfinity and Mike are two people that are different, but individuals.
No.
You said that before, Manfinity?
No. Now we got one MAGA saying that there's racism. We got another MAGA saying that there is. We got another MAGA saying.
You know how many times you disagree with the people on your side of things?
Go ahead, y'all.
You disagree? No. You disagree with a lot of things of what your people say. All your people on this stage don't agree. You don't agree with everything they say just because y'all vote for them.
But can you clarify, Manfinity, that there is racism, right? Manfinity, can you clarify?
I said race. Because race doesn't exist. Racism doesn't exist. It's a spiritual deep conversation.
Just because it's not biological doesn't mean we created it, so it exists. Yes, it's not biological.
Hear me out, please.
It's a social construct.
Whenever I say that, it's the deeper spiritual truth. I understand that we live in an existence. You can say, here we go, because you don't want to deal with it.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just letting everybody know you're getting
you over there lying with the fact that Democrats are always good for black people. No, they haven't. They started the KKK. So let's get that straight. But anyway, let's get that straight. thing is, but she likes to
You
do
didn't say what I
it.
just told you.
Now you gotta
Excuse
talk
me.
to
No, I'm
Ron.
gonna finish my point. You want to crawl me out. There's a spiritual reality and there's a physical reality. Excuse me, I wasn't done talking.
I'm glad I canceled my cable. Go ahead, babe.
There's a spiritual reality and there's a physical reality. In the physical reality, race exists. We live in a world that is conscious of race. Whenever I said that racism doesn't exist, it's speaking in the spiritual sense.
Oh,
Race
We're
is
here
not
on
race.
Earth, though. What are you, bro?
I wasn't finished talking. You never heard the term.
Screaming.
Let me finish my
Let
point.
him finish, you guys, because he's screaming. You know what happens when they start screaming?
We all know, if you're a Christian, you understand this term right here. You can be in the world, but not of it. So yes, I'm in a physical realm. I understand that racism is a conscious, real thing on the physical plane. But whenever I said racism doesn't exist, it was speaking in the spiritual sense. Because spiritually, race doesn't exist. That was a man-made construct. And since race don't exist, then racism follows. It also doesn't exist. But she likes to take the spiritual reality and throw it in a conversation to make me sit here and explain it to everybody because y'all thinking I'm crazy saying that race don't exist and racism don't exist. In the physical sense, sure it does. In the real sense, spiritually speaking, it does not exist. But she likes to flip it and switch it up and rub it down. And she likes to throw it out there and make it look like I'm crazy.
Did I say anything?
When I'm not.
Bro,
I just said you are point of honor. Okay, land your plane, baby.
And I'm going to let my plane on
Land
this.
your plane.
And I'm going to land my plane on this one.
Point of order. I never said a word. And this boy that just made a whole 20-minute speech talking about what I said. Y'all ain't heard me say none of what he just said. So next, you magazine.
You did say Democrats were always for black people.
Right.
Now,
Now, I just want to say something.
Who's next? Thank you.
Can I hold on, Lisa, I got a question for you.
See you.
Do you think black people shouldn't have influence in both parties?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking
Who are you
Lisa.
talking to? At this particular party, the MAGA party, no.
So I'm going to tell you why that's dangerous, Lisa. So,
Okay, tell me.
you know, I have a friend who heads up like black Republicans, right? And I've had a lot of clients who have government contracts and they do stuff with the government, and they're Democrats and they struggle to get access. And thankfully, I'm able to call my friend Reynard here, and he's able to help them. So if Reynard did not have that access to the Trump administration, there'd be a lot of black people be a lot more broke right now. So it is important, regardless of who is in charge, to have influence there. Otherwise, you're just leaving money and power on the table, and that is not a good thing.
True.
But how does your conscience feel that you're aligning with racists?
They're all racist.
That is, look.
No, they're not all racist.
Yeah, they are racist on the Democratic side. Yes,
all.
they are.
Okay, you said all, sir. Please watch your words, because I will come back and get you. You said they're all racist. That's what you just said, sir.
There's racism on the Democratic side. There's racism on the Republican side.
Okay, now that's the
Democrats have not done. The Democrats haven't done enough for black people for many decades. We don't have to debate.
The y'all is crazy. Okay, so the Democrats have not. Would you silent Democrats on the stage say something? Because I'm not gonna sit here and try to argue.
Unless you want to talk about the butter biscuits and the Big Mac and cheese and the cat.
No, you did say butter biscuits. Now you know you sounding really stupid right now, and you're equating Democrats with butter biscuits. There's something funny about that coming from a black man who eats butter biscuits every fucking day.
But Lisa,
why are you trying to denigrate? Hold up, sir. Why are you trying to denigrate your own race and trying to be funny?
I'm saying that's what they offer to us. That's what they offer to us.
You butter biscuits.
Nothing,
in the way of education, in the way of equal rights, in the way of civil rights, in the way of healthcare.
They also gave us benign neglect.
Okay, so I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Mike,
I thought I was talking to Lisa. I thought I was talking to somebody.
Democrats give you trickle down.
Right now.
You just say shit, dude.
They've never been the party of trickle down. Democrats have never been the party of trickle down. What are you talking about?
So black people are getting all the benefits and the access, and they're getting
No, Mike. Democrats have never been the party of trickle down.
Sir, that's the question. Are black getting everything that they're supposed to get from the Democrats?
But you're attributing something.
You're attributing
something.
Are you going to answer the question?
I'm going to answer the question. Mike, listen.
Because you're dancing.
You're attributing something to the party.
He's not answering the question, Lisa.
You can answer.
Mike, you're attributing something to the party.
That's questions. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck.
Just have to back and forth.
I would like you to jump in and help me when you see them attacking me about butter biscuits.
Lisa, I wasn't attacking you. Come on now. You know I got respect for you. Don't.
Every fucking thing somebody says, got something to say about it, without letting other people talk. So.
Okay, so we are going
to let people talk.
No, I'm just saying, you made a statement that the Democrats have never given you trickle down, when the Democrats have never had that as their, what they were about. That's always been the GOP. So that right there negates anything you have to say, question-wise, because they've never been the party of that. Why would you attribute that to Democrats?
That's always been the GOP.
So when I'm talking about trickle down, obviously there are policies that have been established, but then we would see where, if there was, funding that needed to be allocated, so on and so forth. You also have others who were able to get those things, and then black people were basically getting the crumbs. That's basically what we're talking about. And yet and still, the net of it, let's just talk turkey. Black people are still not black people should be applauding right now. Black people are still underserved. Black people are still not getting all of the benefits that they should be able to get.
It just washes
black
it
people
all
are
away.
still even when black people are qualified, even when black people are qualified, black people are still not getting hired for these jobs. It goes on and on and on and on and on.
Hey,
these things happen.
That's complaining.
Rather
to do with the Democratic
Party. Complaining,
I don't need people talking over me while I'm speaking. And so these things happen under these things. Okay, no problem, Lisa. But these things happen under the Democratic regime, and so
Okay, so
you
black
guys never
men,
want to answer.
Attention, black men. Now that Trump is in, you can go and get you a job at Lehman Brothers, and you can go and get you a job on Wall Street. Just show up in your fucking saggy pants and your Timbs, and they are hiring right now.
See, now look at that. Why we gotta have saggy pants, Lisa?
The pursuit of happiness, baby.
Under the Republic Party, y'all go get all them jobs that you ever
Lisa, why are you doing fake news?
Without the fucking qualifications. Go right ahead. They're hiring. You trying to make it seem like the Democrats can stop racism. The things that you're naming that have to do with private corporations have nothing to do with the Democratic Party. I don't understand. So now you think everything is okay. There's an equal playing field now that the fucking Republicans are in. Go try it. Go try it. And wear GoPro when you go, so we can all be here and watch you get that fucking job on Wall Street, that fucking job at Google, that fucking job at Apple. Just wear GoPro. GoPro. First, you got to go to fucking college. First, you got to get the qualifications and then come back and talk about how you didn't get the job. But you thinking just because you got the prison GED that you're going to go to Apple and Google and Lehman Brothers and Wall Street and get the job. Stop playing.
I could say the black Republicans, so one thing I give them credit, we don't get into arguments with each other. And that is one group of people that are very tight.
And that's a good thing that you don't argue with each other.
We don't call each other, we don't go we're gonna pull up.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a good thing that you don't argue with each other.
I think that's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Why?
I think
why
it's a great thing that we have respect for each other. Because even when we disagree, there's a level of respect amongst the Black Republicans that I don't see amongst the black
No matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, people who are educated have norms, right? So when they are speaking with each other, they operate like in the step up, step back. These are methodologies that you yourself don't even practice.
I didn't know what that means, but
So
okay.
actually,
Thank you for your submission.
So Amari, hold on.
Please let it left land, and then CEO, you're next.
You know, step up. You know what step up is, right? When you say something, when you step up to say something, and then you step back and let the other people in the space say what they have to say, and you don't assail it just because you're against it.
I literally didn't understand what you were saying. I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny. I mean, I'm being dead ass.
Common terms being used in so many different places. You know, I didn't know that this was unfamiliar to you, but I just gave you an analogy.
Yeah, maybe I didn't understand the analogy, and my apologies for my ignorance.
Okay, all good.
My apologies.
Amari, can you elaborate on what you're saying? Because I want to see if I'm getting your point correct about the not arguing thing. Can you build that out a little bit?
Definitely. So, minus what we probably seeing today, but when I would say at least from 2017, late 2017 to 2020, I was around a lot of the Black Republicans. I mean, a lot. There was quite a few. Not three of them, as some people say. There's a lot more. And we would have back and forth debates, and it was still respectful. We were still black people. People still say nigga and shit like that. People still do that thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are actual black people, but like nobody be ready to fight. Like, I feel like when I'm in sometimes spaces on Clubhouse or other apps, people be ready to want to fight, and I'd be like, damn. So I noticed there's a big difference. That's all. Does that make sense, CEO? I hope I was clear on that.
Well, so I'm going to go off my experience. I mean, I did go to a Black Republican event in July, my friend Raynard put on, and there wasn't much discussion about politics. There was just discussion about supporting each other's business and all this and that. So I was wondering if that's what you was talking about.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, that too. I mean, but it was more political. Like, it was more trying to find strategy. Who can we put in office? Lisa, I put it in the back channel. You said there's no Black Republicans. And
I didn't say that.
No, but there was an uptick in Black Republicans running for office. They just lose because these white people are not supporting. That's why Virginia, because Byron Donald was probably going to lose because there's a lot of racist white people. Regardless, if they're on the right, they're not going to put a black person at the head.
So why are you over there then? If you're not wanted, why are you over there?
Because the goal, Lisa, was try to how can we build? Because I felt like the Democrat Party wasn't for us either, right?
Yep.
They were just so
for the black man.
They were just so far. No, they
not for the black women either.
No.
Well, yeah, obviously, yes, darling.
So everybody has Hold on, bro. Everybody has a materiality matrix that they've read. Anybody who knows that is who works in sustainability knows black women are at the top when it comes to hiring, especially when it comes to DEI, right? You have environmental policies, you have black women that have a certain percentage by XYZ.
The DEI that Trump just ended, right?
I'm not worried about that. We're just talking about in general, right?
Yeah, we know you're not worried about it.
Please. A lot of black men felt the Democrat left them. Even Barack Obama has mentioned that, like, we have to get back to talking to black men. This is not rocket science. I think the Democrats have left us in many ways.
Hey, Omari, they mentioned, are black women some of the most educated people in this country right now?
I think black women are everything. I think they're goddesses.
Right, but I'm just saying, just from a college point of view, would you say that they are?
Even the ones that are not college educated are the greatest of all time. Period.
Right.
What? Did you just answer that question about
such a? He knew better not to answer that question.
So we answered the
it's so hard to get back in.
That's something nice about black women.
Because never enough for the Democrats, Amari. It's never enough.
He knew to govern himself accordingly. Okay, don't take the bait, baby boy.
Because my grandmother Charlotte didn't have a college degree. What came to New York, got a job at MetLife, and let me tell you, she was one of the smartest women on this planet. Did crossword puzzles every day.
Black women the most educated.
Black women are the most educated. You talking about college? Yes,
they are. They're the fastest rising one. That was the answer to the question.
But black women have always been smart, even going back time.
That's the answer to the question. So we could progress.
So if you're talking about what Charlie Kirk said, I don't agree with. If that's what
We're not even talking to him. He just asked you a very basic question. All you have to do is say yes they are, or no, they're not.
Yes, they are. Sorry, I always think there's trick questions coming. Sorry,
no, sir.
So I need to see. That's where we need to talk more. That's why I love this space today.
Well, we love having you, Amari, because you have the constitution of a bull, of a rhino.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what we were discussing here, and we got off of Trump, but that's fine because we got Trumpers on stage, and we always are glad to see you guys on stage coming up and giving your, I'm sorry, giving your very unusual and distinct viewpoint on what's going on with the Republican Party. So let's circle back here. Now, you're telling us that the Democrats, we've had this argument so many times, and I think I want to do this, but I don't want to do this because I know you guys know, and I know you're just playing in my face. All the things that the Democratic Party, since we switched from the Republican Party, we got kicked out actually, to the Democratic Party. And you're trying to tell us that the Democrats have done nothing for Black people. And it's just ludicrous because you should know better. You're too old. You're way too long in the tooth to be in here talking this bullshit that you guys are talking. Right?
Well, Lisa, can you clarify? What do you mean the kicked out part? I'm not following on that.
When there was a switch from Blacks being Republicans to Democrats, come on, CEO, you know.
Well, let's talk about that. So Blacks voted about 36 Republican for Richard Nixon in 1960, right? And then it changed in 1964. It dropped all the way to 4%. But that was more so because Lyndon B. Johnson really campaigned very heavily for the Black vote, right? It's not the case that the Democratic Party at whole did that. It was Lyndon B. Johnson specifically, because even if you look at the Civil Rights Act, the percentage of Republicans that voted for it was higher than the percentage of Democrats. You can look this up right now. But it was Lyndon B. Johnson. It was Lyndon B. Johnson specifically that did the job of switching things, and then over time it continued to go that way. But it wasn't a rejection at that time by the Republicans. That's not true.
So, see, wouldn't you say that FDR also had contributed to the Black voters shifting over?
Well, I don't know. So I haven't studied that, so I don't want to speak on that.
Yeah, he didn't go to Howard like LBJ did. LBJ went to Howard.
So under the new deal, that many Black voters started to switch over to the Democratic Party because of economic programs.
Like Medicare and Medicaid.
Well, yeah, I mean, so clearly, like 34